And welcome back to Olathe East High School, a packed gymnasium, wonderful rendition of the national anthem, and we're just moments away from this one. Coach, what do you think are keys to the game for this Olathe South Olathe East game?
Well, I think you got two teams that rely on the three-point shot. I think one of the first key is they got to make them, which is going to change your defense a little bit one way or the other. I think the other key is both coaches talked about we must rebound the basketball, we must take good shots, and needless to say, Olathe South has to contain Micah Devers.
Well, Olathe South coming into this game ranked in Class 6A. You've got Olathe East, 8 wins on the season. They've been getting better, very experienced group. This is setting up to be a pretty good matchup.
Well, absolutely. I think both coaches have done a really good job taking that next step for their program. Olathe South was 12-8 last year. They've already won 12 games. They're 12-3. Coach Morrow's done an excellent job carrying on the tradition of Coach McFall and Coach Carr, some of the guys that really had an impact on him. Now, Coach Darce, they struggled last year at 8-11. They're already at 8-6. He thinks that there's some excitement in the hallway. This is a really big one. He thinks his players are going to be ready to go, and they really need some positive energy early.
Yeah, Coach, he was telling us that they still had another game to play, and all the students in the hallway wanted to talk about this game on Friday night.
That's what rivalries do, and these are, two very, very heated rivalries that go back from football, carry over to basketball a little bit.
They're announcing the starters right now, and again, great crowd on hand. We were expecting to have a packed gym. We got exactly that as these teams get ready to square off here in Olathe East. This is a late league game for both these teams. Sub-State is right around the corner. A lot to play for this time of year as well, aside from this being a rivalry.
Well, absolutely, and I think one of the things Coach Morrow said, his team's got to be motivated because they want to win the league. And at the same time, Coach Darce is talking about we got to start early. We can pull off a really big upset. This is what these kids came to see. We really need to stay involved, focus on what we're doing, and every single possession becomes important.
Very excited crowd here. We expect it to be loud all night long as Olathe South in their final huddle getting ready to start. Olathe South led by Dan Morrow in his 10th season as head coach, graduate from the University of Nebraska at Omaha where he played basketball. One of the best three-point field goal shooters of all time, among other honors.
Yes, he's been around for a long time in the Kansas City area, was an assistant at Blue Valley North. He's had some great mentors, and he knows how the great tradition here at Olathe South.
On the other side for Olathe East, they're led by Ryan Darst in his first year. Previously coached at Shawnee Mission West. Took a break to watch his kids play, and then an opportunity opened up. He graduated from Pitt State where he played college baseball.
Yeah, and Ryan knows he's got an uphill battle tonight. He's going to start quick.
So Olathe South will get started with the basketball. Fans jumping on the far side. They are in to this one early. Drive early from Anderson doesn't go. Tie up. Jump ball. Olathe East basketball.
You're going to see Polynice and Devers going at each other on both ends all night long. That's going to be a great matchup.
So Ryan Horsch will bring things up, the senior for Olathe East.
They really execute well, pick and cross. Both teams pass the ball well. Turnover for Olathe South.
Olathe South with the basketball. Spin from Corrales, got it.
He can score at all the levels.
Here's Deaver. Inside, Schmidt doesn't go. Corrales the other way for Olathe South. Corrales inside.
Both were difficult shots. Great body control.
Olathe East looking for their first bucket of the game. Jalen Grace.
Mason is all over Beavers right now.
It's Gooding from the free throw line. Gooding gets to East on the board. That gets the crowd excited as Robinson, Corrales, Mason, the spin on Schmidt.
They've made good left-hand attack from the left side. Good body line. Again, body control off the foul basket. Good. They've scored all of their buckets in the paint. Coach Darce does not like the call.
Jordan Mason, who was the 6th man last year, been battling injuries his entire career. Great to have him back, though.
Again, you got Mason. His big job is to defend Devers right now.
Deaver. Three-pointer blocked. Inside, Grace for 2.
Great reaction. The ball was lost a little bit, and he picked it up and scored it.
Anderson, Corrales, Robinson. Anderson, first-team All-Conference player last year, strong. Mason, short.
Rebound.
East will push it. Deaver.
Deaver sees the floor well. He's very unselfish.
Gooding, foul. And it stays with Olathe East. Fouls on Robinson is first.
Josiah Paul Ace, first personal, first team foul.
Good switch from Olathe South.
Grace. The spin. Deaver. Grace will set it up. Gooding. Grace.
Awful tough to penetrate against Olathe South.
Schmidt. Oh, it rolls out.
He worked hard for that. He didn't get rewarded.
O'Gorman had the board.
Just
Now
didn't finish it.
Corrales.
Really good cut, good pass.
O'Gorman finishes.
Assist Corrales. Executed from the cut from the weak side. 1-4 set with Olathe East.
Three-pointer. Gooding knocks it down. Polynice wearing number 4 tonight instead of number 0. Inside, Anderson.
You see that why Anderson, he's got the hops, averaging 17 points a game. He's going to be playing at the next level next year. Really good junior, all-league last year, Sunflower player.
Horsch for 3, no. Anderson the other way. Polynice.
He's their quarterback. He's setting them up in their offense. They really spread it out on you.
O'Gorman, the spin. O'Gorman!
Old-fashioned post player there. He might have got away with the hook.
It's Gooding running point. Grace. Deaver. 3. No.
Coach said they got to get him the ball early and they got to get him in the right place.
Polynice foul.
On the basket.
Fouls on Jalen Grace.
The pace has been hectic, Joe, so far. Now both teams are going to their bench a little bit. Olathe South is really deep compared to Olathe East. So you're going to see how that works its way throughout the game.
Polynice, the senior honorable mention all-conference last year, making the first.
He really makes them go. Coach talks about his toughness. He's a great competitor.
Falcons, number 2, Reed Krutziger. And number 13, Dre Steinbacher.
Second one from Polynice falls.
Into the Falcons, number 12, Joey Delonte.
So Josiah Polynice does what they needed him to do from the line to make it a 15-7 game.
Number 11, Hudson Reichel.
Micah Deaver with the basketball. Gooding. Deaver inside, lays it in.
You saw his explosiveness there going to the goal. Ran him off a UCLA cut pick. Got him the ball and he finished well.
Three-pointer off from Krutziger. Steinbacher. And Olathe East will push it. Deaver inside. What a lay-in. Count it in one.
That's going to get the crowd into it. That's what they need. Positive energy is what Coach was talking about. You can see his explosiveness. He just finishes on one end. He leads the break. He attacks the rim. Great body control. Finishes right-handed. Look at that emotion. 5 quick ones for Devers.
Deaver.
Gets him right back into the game.
One possession game. Closing minute 38 of the first quarter. What a first quarter it's been. Olathe South with a strong start. Olathe East has battled back.
East is doing a good job being up on him, making them earn it. They're picking up their dribble. Look how far off, Joe, where they're starting the offense. That's defensive pressure.
And a whistle, a foul on the floor as Anderson with the drive, and fans wanted a traveling violation.
Absolutely. He puts it on the floor here. We'll have to watch his pivot foot. He was riding him. I guess these days they call that a Euro step, but I think they fouled him before. Fouled him on the ground. The crowd certainly wanted that walk.
So Olathe South will throw it in. Polynice.
That's the matchup, Polynice and Devers.
Morales, kick out.
Good, Devers, a great job staying down.
Three-pointer, Corrales, no. Horsch has it.
We talked about three-point shooting. Both teams are going to rely on it. You got to keep shooting them. That was a good look.
Horsch, Deaver for three. No. Oh, the putback from Wadsworth.
No box out. Didn't get a body on him.
East has made it a one-point game late in the first. DeLargy, no. East can take the lead.
They got numbers.
Deaver off. Gooding. Got it.
Coach is yelling one shot, but he'll take it.
So now Olathe South can play for the final shot with 5 seconds. Polynice spins.
Backed him in.
Fade away. No.
Whoa, Olathe East really outplayed him the last 3 minutes of the game. The crowd is into it now.
Let's go over to the third member of our team, Dion Clisso. Dion, what do you have for us?
Well, that strong close by Olathe East did what the girls' game didn't do. It allowed that crowd to get into it. Now this place is rocking, and I think that now they've got a chance to be even money with this. This one's going to be great all the way the rest of the way.
Yeah, I agree with you, Dion. The girls just could not get a run like what the boys team did right here. Listen to the crowd. The crowd's into it. Devers really went on a 5-0 run and got involved. He really got part of the game early, and they're going to need that. It's still going to boil down to making three-point shots.
Well, no, Olathe South, they're huddled right now. Coach Morrow, what do you think he's telling his team?
Well, I think he needs to talk about it. We went to the basket the first 4 possessions and scored. Now we're kind of relinquishing ourselves to being a three-point shooting team. Get in there, stop it, kick it out for open threes. I think Olathe East just took it to them physically and had more energy than they did the last 3 minutes. So it'll be important. How will they bounce back here in the second quarter?
Those teams break their huddles. You can see Coach Darst, his first year, Pitt State graduate, and coming back, and you can tell he's fired up about this one. And what an outstanding finish to the first quarter for Olathe East after Olathe South got out to that lead. Olathe East comes back, takes the lead before the end of the first quarter. Now we begin quarter number 2.
Well, I think some of the people thought it was going to be a blowout like the girls' game early. And that 3 minutes, they really took it to them defensively. One shot for Olathe South and went down there and scored in the open floor.
So Olathe South basketball, Polynice. Anderson. McGriff.
Set play here with the cutter again. Run through him on a double pick.
Corrales off balance. And Olathe South back in front.
That's a tough shot. Good defense. Stayed down, put his hands up, and he just knocked it home.
Now Gooding, guarded by Anderson. Deaver trying to continue what he did in that first quarter. And it's taken back, though, by Olathe South. Anderson lays it in.
That was they set the floor for Devers to go one-on-one. He just didn't finish it. Then they didn't have anybody back on defense. Defensive transition, give up 2 easy ones.
Jalen Grace running point. Oh, nearly a steal, and Anderson was fouled.
Now Anderson showing the emotion to get his crowd into it. Not a really good pass. Gets in the passing lane.
Second personal, first team foul.
Could have went either way.
In for the Hawks.
Could have went either way. Foul on Devers.
That is the second foul on Deaver.
It's a big part of the game there. Devers with 2. They're going to have to find scoring somewhere. Really good defense on Olathe East. They're really working hard.
Anderson on Gooding. What a shot.
Another difficult.
And a technical foul on Anderson.
I think his reaction to the foul at half court, his emotion. Difficult shot. He wanted to foul here. They stripped him. He thought he was on his arm. He's just saying, where's the call? But I think it had a lot to do with the play before when he really got emotional going for the loose ball.
So now Ryan Horsch, the senior.
Line number 2, Ryan Horsch.
Who's battled back from injury from this summer, misses the technical foul shot.
But a lot of that has to do with the emotion of the players coming from the crowd. Just a great environment. Both teams are really into it. Both coaches are really into it.
Second one off the mark as Horsch was trying to sink those free throws right in front of the Olathe South students.
I mean, that's a big turnaround. That could have been a 2, 4, 5-point play, really. And they got nothing out of it so far. So Anderson's got to feel good about it.
Wadsworth.
Great backdoor play, great defense.
Long on the 2, missed, and here comes Mason. Corrales. The spin, another spin.
Double spin.
Doesn't fall. Gathered by
East
Wadsworth.
with the rebound. The game's really getting physical in the paint. It's really getting physical.
Grace. Wadsworth for 2.
Great pivot. Great pivot at the post.
Olathe. He spins. No. Rebound. And here comes Weichel and Olathe East.
3-on-2.
Gooding.
Coach Darce is yelling 5 game. Spread the floor a little bit, give everybody opportunities to take it to the rim.
Wadsworth
Rebound again.
almost had another putback. Mason inside, fouled.
They like that reverse pull dribble in the paint, don't they? They all do it. Excellent move, which creates a foul.
Jordan Mason, guy who's been battling injuries his entire career, got hurt in the fall of his sophomore season, hurt his junior year, and just happy to get him back healthy. And he's really been good at getting at the rim for Olathe South.
Well, he averages 10 points a game. He's one of the second or third league scorer. But Coach said he 3 assists. He leads them in steals, over 30% from the three-point line. So he's really came on his senior year, and Coach is really proud of him.
I described his toughness, just a really tough kid. And extend this lead. He sinks the second one.
It's going to become really tough for Olathe East to fill in those points up without Devers in there.
Wadsworth, Gooding.
Olathe South switching everything because of the three-point shooting.
Gooding will try the 3. Doesn't go. Olathe.
East has got to get back.
Anderson, Mason, Corrales, the spin, the right hand.
He squares his body up real well.
And a timeout as Olathe South has built a 6-point advantage with 4:52 to play in the second quarter. And Coach, what's working right now for Olathe South?
Well, I think they're doing a better job of taking it to the basket. You know, I think when they didn't play well those last 3 minutes, they were relinquishing the three-point shots, not getting back on defense, and Devers took it to them. Now Devers is out of the game, and they're doing a better job of taking it to the basket. Finishing at the rim is really important right now.
Let's go over to Dion Clisso on the sideline.
Well, guys, the most impressive thing to me is Corrales' ability to have that little one-hand runner in the lane from behind the basket. He's got such a soft touch around that it's tough to defend. He's spinning, coming back and forth. You don't want to let him get to that right hand.
You're right, Dion, and those are tough shots. He squares himself up real well, and some of those shots are Olathe East defender right in his face.
So Olathe East basketball out of the timeout, 24-18.
Little 1-2-2 press. They really hurt some teams throughout the year in this press. You got Anderson's long arms. East does a great job.
Horsch short on the 3 and a foul against Olathe South. Fouls on Corrales.
Fouls on number 5, Matthew Morales. First personal, second team foul.
Race to inbound. Wadsworth.
East is really with no post player on the floor right now. They're playing with 5 guards. And Olathe South's going to try to capitalize on that by getting to the basket.
Wadsworth. Weichel. Gooding. Baseline, nice
really
pass.
good pass.
Grace with the finish.
Good finish, but more important, great pass.
Lead is 4 for Olathe South. Olathe. Floater off the glass.
Again, they're going to the basket, making something happen.
Josiah Polony.
Grace.
Coach Darcy's got to make a decision. Does he put Devers back in with 2, or does he try to hold him off so he can utilize those 3 fouls in the second half? You just got to make sure that they don't extend that lead, and it might force his hand a little bit.
Gooding.
There's nobody on the floor right now that can really beat you off the dribble for Olathe East.
Gooding again. Borsch. Gooding.
He had a 3-point shot. He passed it up.
Polonese. Off balance.
Another tough shot.
Josiah Polony.
It's now Olathe East down by 8.
Coach Darce has Devers up. I told you, I think he's forcing his hand a little bit. He does not want this lead to go, and he knows his team's struggling offensively a little bit based on their personnel.
The spin. Weichel can't get it to fall. Deaver and Coach Darce had a long conversation before Deaver went to check in. Here's Grace. Grace fouled. To the line to shoot 2.
And that's 2 on Corrales. Nope, it's on number 1, Jordan Mason. I thought that was Corrales, but Olathe East with good hands, lead ahead.
Number 1, Jordan Mason.
They're going to make him shoot 2 on that.
13.
He attacks the rim with some aggressiveness.
Grace makes the first.
At the line for the Hawks, number 0, Jalen
Deaver
Grace.
checks in along with Cade Alholm.
13, Trey Steinbacher. In for the Hawks, number 4, Micah Deaver. Number 30, Cade Alholm.
So Grace will get one more to try and make this a 6-point lead. Also a football player, really tough kid, can be a game changer for this Olathe East team.
He's really their glue. I mean, he's a really aggressive defender. It's interesting, Cade Alholm is in the game now. They probably need a post presence, they believe. He's a freshman for Olathe East, number 30.
Been playing more with injuries to the other players as Corrales rolls out. Grace with the rebound. Olathe East can cut into this lead further. The spin, Wadsworth doesn't go. Anderson pushing the floor. Anderson all the way, blocked.
Anderson was leading the break after hitting the rebound. Here we go, he leads the break. He fakes off the pass and a great block by 11, Weichel.
Foul on the entry pass, and are they going to get Weichel? They are.
Coach Darce is not real happy with this call. On the post.
Number 11, Hudson White.
Coach Darce is livid right now.
13 foul.
He certainly believes he should have went the other way.
So Polonese will inbound for Olathe South. Up by 6. Oh, nobody there. Grace.
They got numbers.
Deaver.
Mason's locking up on him. They're going to have to switch it. He'll shoot it from there.
Wadsworth. Oh, Bellins gets the roll.
Coach wanted to pop there on that pick. They backed off a little bit, easing up on Devers.
Anderson, no!
Didn't get a call. Goes to the basket. Looked like he wanted to dunk the ball at one time.
Weichel. Deaver again. Deaver, what a shot! Polonese got it in one!
Well, that's a gutsy move right there. He took on all 3 defenders, laid it off the glass, knowing he was going to get hit. Here he goes here. And this is Micah scoring it over 2 defenders from Olathe South. And there's Paul, and he's finishing up with 2 bodies on the ground. These players are really into it right now, Joe. They know how important this game is. The crowd. Both teams have made spurts to get them in the game.
In for the Falcons, number 12, Joey Delargy.
38 seconds left here before half. It'll be interesting if Coach Darce wants a 1 shot or he's going to push the tempo here.
Now Josiah Paulinese, the senior, back to the line.
Coaches remind him to box out. Anderson could really get up here.
Doesn't go.
There's that rebound Coach was talking about.
Steinbacher. A blocking foul against Olathe East.
They'll be shooting free throws here. We're going to give it a look here. He goes down. Yeah, good call. His feet were still moving. Every call is bringing in a ton of emotion from these players. They want to do well.
So Dre Steinbacher, the junior, known for his boxing out, his rebounding. Any chance here at the line making the first.
He's their backup post player. Coach says he's having to play because of foul trouble. He's one of the hardest workers on the team. He said they wouldn't be 12-3 without him.
Steinbacher will get one more. That one falls.
1 shot, Coach Darce is saying, spread the floor a little bit. Look for Devers to get one side of the floor and going to work. Olathe South has to be thinking the same way.
Grace. Final 15 seconds. Grace.
Mason is not letting Devers. Devers gets it now. He's going to need some room. Oh, 2
Grace
guys.
for 3. No. And Weichel can't get the putback. 1 second. No.
Wow, that would have counted too, the rebound.
So 32-26 at halftime. It is Olathe South with the lead over Olathe East. And what a game we've had so far. Back and forth we go.
Oh, Joe, it's so competitive right now. Every time you go to the basket, you better be able to understand you're going to get hit. The physicality's picked up. The adrenaline's flowing. The crowd's into it. This is going to end up being a whale of a game.
Let's go over to Dion Clisso with the halftime interview.
Here with Olathe South Coach Morrow, and when you guys are attacking the basket, good things are happening. How do you keep your guys emotionally kind of level? Because this looks like this thing's getting pretty heated.
Oh yeah. We talked about it all week. This is a fun rivalry. Student sections are both great. We knew we were gonna have to keep our composure. So I love how our guys are attacking. We just gotta, some of the technical foul stuff, it's a rivalry thing. I don't think it's anything serious, but no, I'm happy with how our guys are playing. We're playing really hard. I think once we start knocking out some perimeter shots, hopefully we can stretch this out a little bit.
All right, well, good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Well, what a first half here from Olathe East as the Olathe South Falcons have the lead over Olathe East 32-26. Both teams going on some runs. Exciting second half coming up here on the Hy-Vee and Pepsi Game of the Week on Spectrum News. Welcome back to Olathe East here on the Hy-Vee and Pepsi High School Game of the Week on Spectrum News. It's Olathe South with a 32-26 win, or 26 lead. Let's take a look at our Hy-Vee and Pepsi halftime highlights. First, Matt Corrales for Olathe South.
Well, Matt started a game with 2 or 3 of these. Those are difficult shots, shot it over the defense, led the break. They found him here a little bit, going one-on-one here with a little crossover, and then finishing strong. They did a good job of scoring in the paint early for Olathe South.
On the other side for Olathe East, Carter Gooding with a strong first half.
Carter Gooding really played well. He had open shots. For the most part, he might have been their most consistent scorer. Took it to the basket a little bit, hustled on the rebounds, kept the ball alive, and again, scored in the paint a little bit. And that seems like the teams that are making the run are scoring in the paint instead of shooting the threes.
And here are Hy-Vee and Pepsi first half stats. And Coach, what stands out to you?
Well, I said it was going to be three-point shooting. You can see 0 for 3 and 1 for 8. So the team that's going to catch fire a little bit because they're used to shooting it, they're going to continue to shoot it. I think Olathe East did a great job rebounding. They out-rebounded them 15-14. Both teams took care of the ball. Points in the paint, that's the key. Both teams have made their living in the paint, and I'm sure both coaches are at halftime talking a little bit about maybe we get into the paint, kick it out, and get more open threes rather than just look for a three.
Well, Coach, we were talking a little bit off air about the first 4 minutes. What importance do you think the first 4 minutes of this third quarter have on this game?
Well, I think Olathe East got to bring the energy they had at the end of the first quarter. That's going to be really important. Then I think Michael Devers got to really get involved. I think, he's almost got to he's got the type of talent to take the game over. I'm sure Coach talked about he's got to be aggressive. I know he has those 2 fouls, but he's got some leeway with 3 fouls now. He's got to take the game over a little bit.
Well, this game is brought to you, this Hy-Vee and Pepsi Game of the Week, brought to you by Hy-Vee and Pepsi, proud to support Greater Kansas City High School athletics. Getting ready for the start of the third quarter, Olathe South, and what a strong season they've had so far, 12-3, coming in as one of the top teams in Class 6A. 6 seniors coming in for this team, Coach, and they have really lived up to expectations so far.
Well, Coach has got to be happy the way they played. They played hard, and I think the crowd really motivated them a little bit. They just got to settle back down, get to the paint a little bit. The three-point shot will fall. They're doing an excellent job defending and making it difficult for Olathe East to play some one-on-one basketball a little bit. But, again, the big matchup is going to be Polynice or Mason against Micah Devers in the second half. And I think that's what the game will boil down to. The other thing is Anderson really just got to play with a little bit more poise than he did in the first half with the technical ball. Then he went to the basket a couple times, and he didn't get a call from the official. That's human nature. Referees remember, what you're doing, how you're acting a little bit. I think he just needs to settle down and show that he's an all-league player.
Let's send it over to Dion, who had a chance to talk to Coach Darst over at Olathe East.
Well, he was pretty much to the point. He goes, we got to keep him out of the paint. He goes, it doesn't matter what we do if we don't do that. He said, their shot chart looks really good right now. He goes, stop them in the lane and we'll work out from there.
Well, we'll see what adjustments both of these teams made. And talking about Olathe East coming into this game, 6 seniors coming into this season. They've been battling injuries, though, Coach, and that's just kind of been a part of their story for most of the season.
Well, 8-6 with the injuries they've had is just outstanding. That tells you how hard they've been playing and how well Coach Darts has done with these young men. But, again, they are looking toward the sub-state, and they know that they can, create some situations with some of the top teams in 6A, and this would be a big win for them. They know after playing this first half they can play with anybody. So it'll be really important these first 4 minutes how they're going to come out. They need some energy. They need the crowd. They need some big shots. So that's going to be a big part of the second half is how well they set that tempo.
Let's get ready for the start of the third quarter. It will be Olathe East basketball. Down by 6 to begin the third frame.
And again, Olathe East has done a great job. They out-rebound them. They don't really have a post player on the floor. And they've out-rebounded 15-14. So they've done a lot of good things here in the first half.
Jalen Grace will start with the basketball. Olathe East trying to cut into the lead. Grace for 3. That's how you start the second half.
They ran a player to make sure Devers did not get the open lane on a one-on-one clear out. Great kick out.
There's Anderson. Corrales, what a feed. O'Gorman for two.
Olathe East has got to back off the post there a little bit, set play with the score. That play's been good to him so far.
Now Deaver runs point. Gooding. Good first half for Carter Gooding. Deaver. Gooding. Right back to the paint, lays it in.
Right down the middle of the defense, finishes strong.
Olathe. Morales. Off balance, gets the roll.
He's looking at the ref going, you're right in front of me, where's the call? Looked like he was riding him a little bit.
Gooding. Grace. Deaver.
There's your cut in action. Roll back to the post.
Corrales the other way. Mason. Anderson splits the defense.
Coach Morrow was screaming, push it, go, go, go. They want to get some easy ones off the break situation in the numbers.
Deaver. Screen. Triple teamed. Gets his own rebound.
Got it.
And lays it in. Back and forth we go in the third quarter. Mason! A foul. No.
Oh, it's a walk.
Walk. So turnover back to Olathe East.
Into the game for the Hawks, number 30, Cade Allham.
Finish and he breaks down baseline. Change pivot foots. Good call. Good call.
5-point lead and Olathe East to make this a one-possession game.
He's trying to get Devers involved here a little bit, moving some players around, probably giving him a little bit of room.
Horsch.
Pick and pop situation.
Deaver. Three. Deaver!
He's going to start feeling it. He wanted it on that side of the floor.
Anderson. Colonies. Inside, blocked.
Blocked by the freshman.
Deaver.
Coach Darce is directing guys to spread out a little bit.
There's Grace.
Allham, Cade Allham's already made an impact.
Deaver gets the bounce.
This is what they need. The crowd's into it. A lot of energy. Oh, good cut.
O'Gorman and a foul called.
Off the late whistle. I'm anxious to see what they called here. Great cut, great pass, a finish. Hit him in the face after it, so they're going to let him have the ball back out of bounds.
So the foul is against Olathe East. And it's against Allham. So, coaches, you said Olathe South with the basketball.
That's a big play. It could be a 4 or 5 point play out of this.
Anderson got it.
Anderson.
So Olathe South takes advantage of the extra possession.
They want to get the ball in the Devers' hands, I imagine, again. They're putting him on the post now. Good weak side help.
Allham underneath.
The freshman's made an impact.
Lead is back to 2. We were tied just a few moments ago. Corrales.
Backdoor opportunity. Good job by Olathe East.
Corrales
Got
from
it.
downtown. Timeout, Olathe South. Well, Coach, right now, Corrales and Diva are putting on a show.
Yeah, well, he's got NBA range, and it's a little pick and pop here. The defense just didn't get out there. He can do that all day long. He's done it all day long, all year long, shooting over 40% from 3. But those are big possessions. They get 4 points on that possession. They just knocked down the 3 there. I mean, Olathe East is just playing their rear ends off. They got to be able to close it and then consistently score on the offensive end.
Into the game for the Hawks, number 11.
So Corrales, who Coach was talking about, he's making a strong case to be a first-team All-League player this year with the way he's performed throughout the season.
Well, he's averaging almost 20 points a game, 19 and a half, but, you know, he 3 rebounds, 4 assists. He could really do it all, and Coach said, you know, the colleges are finally starting to recognize this kid 6'3", he's a guard, he can play a 1-2. They're back into their 1-2 press a little bit. Probably try to get the ball out of Micah's hand a little bit. That's big, that's a steal.
Polynice inside, blocking foul. And we've got another technical foul. As Gooding is down.
Let's watch this here on the replay. He goes in to finish, misses it. They call that on a block. I think he hurt his back a little bit. He's up. And then he walked over, and Polynice walked over him. Both teams are just right now, the emotion's high.
As Gooding is up and he is walking off, which is a good sign. And Polynice called for the technical foul as the officials are talking it over. So there was the basket is good. Polynice will get to shoot the free throw, and then afterwards there's a technical foul against Polynice.
Then they'll go down and shoot 2 and then get the ball out of bounds.
So a lot to unpack there, and Polynice makes the free throw.
Technical foul. Technical foul. Number 4.
And now Deaver will go shoot 2 technical foul shots.
That'll be his second personal. First team foul.
And the officials are again going to talk it over near center court as Deaver awaits the technical foul shots.
Did Polynice make the basket?
He did.
He made, I think that's what he's disputing. He needs 2 shots. See, I didn't think the basket went in. That's why he's shooting 2. Unless they call a double technical. I don't know who the other one would be on.
So he makes the second one. So he gets the 2 shots, and now we will shoot the technical foul shots.
And they did take the points off for the basket because the basket didn't go in.
Shooting for the
So a lot of confusion.
Yes. Yeah.
So we got all that sorted out, and now after all that, Deaver will go shoot 2 free throws. Makes the first one.
I think from here on in, you better be a man if you're going to score in the paint.
Deaver's second goes. So it's a 5-point game, and Olathe East will get the basketball at half court.
Olathe East has got to feel good because they were down 8 one time. Now they're only down 5. It's going to be chippy from here on in.
Weichel, Deaver,
Excellent job of stepping out the defense.
Porsche, front iron. Oh!
Cade, the freshman again, making his impact.
Deaver, almost.
He switched the ball to the right hand to try to finish.
Deaver right back to the free throw line.
Gives him a little room. He switches it to the right hand here on the foul to try to finish it. He just knocked 2 free throws home on the technical. We can see if he can knock these home and cut it to 3. 1 possession game.
Now a 4-point lead.
He's got a really good stroke from the free throw line.
Been finding ways throughout the season to get him the basketball, and he is the hot hand at the moment.
Coach said he's the best player he's ever coached.
And he's made it a 1-possession game. Back and forth we go.
Now Olathe East jumps into a 2-2-1 press. They attack the middle of the floor. Stop the pressure a little bit.
Mason spins, no. Deaver with the rebound.
Devers elevates over everybody, picks it up, goes. He does lead him in rebounding.
Deaver doesn't go all home, no.
Bodies all over the place.
Corrales.
He missed it.
And a foul. And who is it against? It is against Olathe South.
Corrales slowed down. Watch Corrales slow down and wait for the defender. He wanted a call there, he didn't get it. And they called it on Olathe South.
Dre Steinbacher, second personal, 13 foul.
Foul is on Steinbacher. That is number 2 on him.
Nick Anderson. For the Hawks, number 1, Landon Rockwood.
Little 1-2-2. They got a steal last time.
So
Take
Grace.
the pressure easily. Ball's
Grace.
loose. Got it.
1-point game.
Jalen Grace is active.
DeLargy. 3-pointer. Short.
Yes.
Inside. Mason can't get it to go. Deaver. Layup.
They got the lead. Listen to this crowd.
Anderson. DeLargy doesn't fall. Olathe East basketball.
The tides turn. Lack of three-point shooting. They miss some shots and bunnies at the rim. The crowd's into it.
They are jump around here. Hawk Nation is loving this. And we have a whistle.
They're going to give Anderson a warning for crossing a line.
Foul 15, Nick Anderson. Second personal.
So Weichel will inbound.
Oh, they're going all the way. Home run.
Grace
Got
lays it in. 3-point Olathe East lead. Mason. Foul away from the basketball. Will be on Olathe East.
He got held because he was going for a backdoor layup.
Foul's on Wadsworth.
Landon Rockwood. Second personal, 13 foul.
Mason will inbound to Anderson. Anderson on Deaver, the spin. Rebound, Wadsworth.
Anderson wanted the call again, fell over. Coach says one shot. They're up by 3, 30 seconds to go. Look for Devers to get the ball in his hand.
And a foul against Mason. As the 4th team foul, so no free throws. But one more foul by Olathe South, and it will be double bonus for Olathe East in this quarter. Grace.
Grace has done an excellent job taking care of the ball and playing hard this quarter.
Deaver.
This is what they want. Ball in his hand.
5, kick out,
Kick
Grace,
out.
3, foul! Grace to the line with 2 seconds.
Devers does a great job of penetrating. He's got an open 3. He's behind the line. Great effort getting the hand in his face, hit his arm and his body. That's a big play. He's going to shoot 3.
It's the first one. Grace, who's probably going to be playing football in college, making a big impact here on the basketball floor.
Well, his athleticism it just stands out. He averages almost 5 points a game. He leads them in steals, but he's just active all over the floor.
Number 30,
Cade Allon, I think for the third quarter, is the most valuable player. They're getting a lot of good minutes out of the freshman.
Playing more minutes with the injuries. Last one doesn't go. And Anderson. And that's the end of the third quarter. A 5-point lead as Olathe East comes storming back in the third to take the lead here against Olathe South.
Well, the crowd's into it. Their team's into it. You got to give Olathe East all kinds of credit. They've had chances to just die. They're not going away, and now they got it. They got the momentum. Olathe South, these are really, really important minutes. They want to try to establish taking care of the basketball and establish control of this game. Olathe East is going to try to continue to push the tempo and just let the crowd get into it. Motivate us to win, hit big shots down the stretch, and hit the free throws.
Let's take a look at some of Devers' plays in that third quarter.
You can shoot over people. He can put on the floor. Remember, he's their leading rebounder. They have no post. That's a great effort there. You better get up in his face. He crosses over and he shoots it from 3. He scores from all 3 levels. Same thing here from the elbow. He finishes at the rim, a 3. He can do it all. That's why he is averaging almost 21 points a game.
Olathe East getting a big game out of Deaver, and now we'll see what Olathe South's response is. Fans are into this one. We get ready for the fourth quarter. What a night of basketball.
Well, Coach has got to tell them this is our biggest quarter of the year. Got a ranked team. You can pull off the upset. This is what turns the corner for programs, games like this.
So Olathe South with the basketball, down by 5 to begin quarter number 4. Hollanese, who's been an impact player for Olathe South today. O'Gorman. Anderson. Anderson. RG.
Anderson struggled a little bit offensively the whole game. They've done a good job in the late. Whoa.
As a volleyball hits the court, and that stops play.
Fell out of the ceiling.
Coach, I've seen a lot of things. I've not seen that.
Yeah, watch the volleyball fall out. Whoa. 41 years of coaching, I've never seen that.
So Olathe South basketball. Trying to cut into the lead. DeLargy. Hollanese. Block. Maybe.
Oh.
No, sir.
That is a
Not
big
blocked
shot.
at all.
A big, big, big shot.
Hollanese cuts it to 2. Deaver, no. Put back. And the foul.
He just willed himself to go get the rebound. He just willed himself. Olathe East is, here we go. They're lining up in their 1-4 set. They give him the side of the floor. There's 4 guys in the paint. They're all watching. He goes in, aggressively gets a rebound and puts it back in. What an effort.
Deaver is fired up and can make this a 5-point lead once again. Great night scoring, I think, which is not surprising given how he's played all year.
Yeah. Well, he's doing what he does all year. He's got to carry him. He's dynamite from the free throw line. 5-point lead with 7 minutes to go.
So Olathe South basketball.
Olathe South's been here before. When you talk about tradition,
O'Gorman, wide open lane, and he gets the and one.
now look at there. Look at their emotion. The crowd is in it for them. Great move by O'Gorman. Fake handoff. They jump. The freshman's caught behind. Then the freshman hacks him.
Second personal, first team.
Foul and all home, and now O'Gorman.
He's a baseball player. He's a good pitcher. He's been in pressure situations, going to Northwest Missouri State. Big, strong, physical kid. Look at the looks on all these guys' faces. It's important. They're competitors. They're going at each other.
Borsch.
They're going to try to post up Michael Devers. They got him down there. Great pass.
All home with the finish.
All of them with the finish.
The freshman continues to hit big shots.
Steal.
Deaver! Oh, they're going to get him.
Falling out of bounds.
Out of bounds on the sideline.
The crowd, it was so loud they couldn't hear the whistle. Michael Devers said, what are you talking about? Nobody blew a whistle.
Into the game for
So
the
nearly a steal, and now
Here we go. Let's see if he stepped on.
Landon Wadsworth.
Well, he had to. The ref was on the sideline there. We couldn't see it from our angle. The Olathe East people aren't going to call him out on it, that's for sure.
Anderson blocked.
Ball's loose.
Here comes Grace. 1-on-2. Grace rolls out. Out of bounds to Olathe East. Great hustle from Grace.
Anderson still can't get it to fall. He's double pumping. He's not going strong. They're really getting not much work out of Anderson on the offensive end. Oh,
Deaver! And a foul on the inbounds pass.
he just lobbed it up. It looked like both teams weren't ready.
Fouls on for one.
So now Mike and Deaver back to the free throw line.
Personal, second team foul.
Deaver.
Coach Morrow's saying the same thing. Who put the ball in play and what are we supposed to do? They just threw it up.
A rare miss from Deaver.
On the line for the Hawks. Number 4, Micah Deaver.
Those are big points on the board. He's got to knock free throws down.
Joey DeLargy.
Does get the second. 5-point lead, Olathe East.
Look for Corrales on the 3. Great job finding
Hollies!
with a goal.
Josiah Colonies.
Polonese is their best offensive player right now.
Grace, guarded by Anderson. Wadsworth.
Polonese is caught behind Evers. He's got to work to get in front of him.
Grace. Gooding.
Devers is working out from the post to the deep corner.
Deaver, baseline, no, gets the putback.
He's an excellent rebounder. He's their leading rebounder. You got to box him out after he shoots it.
Polonese. almost got it to go.
Coach probably didn't want that shot, especially that early. I think he wanted to try to get Anderson down on the block. They're up 5 with 4.5 to go. This is a big possession.
Deaver, 3.
Whoa.
Deaver! Timeout, Olathe East.
They're up 8. He's feeling it. We said he could carry a team. He's doing it, Joe. He's doing it.
Unbelievable performance.
They denied him there with Anderson. He's almost out of bounds, nothing but net. He is feeling it. Look at the emotion on his face. He's just taking that team and putting them on his back. These are programs. Games like this for Olathe East is a program builder. And to say that you can knock off a top 10 team means a lot in 6A basketball in Kansas. But Olathe South's been there. They still got a lot of time. I think coach has got to be talking about, hey, we got to get Anderson into the game. We got to find ways to get Corrales in there. And we're good three-point shooters. We just got to keep shooting them. They got to stop Devers.
The Hy-Vee and Pepsi Game of the Week on Spectrum News is brought to you by Hy-Vee and Pepsi. Proud to support Greater Kansas City High School athletics. An excited crowd on the Olathe East side. And Coach, Olathe South, though, they're still obviously in this game. Great team. What do they need to do down the stretch here to get right back in?
Well, they got to find Devers, and they're putting him on the block right now with Polonese. I don't know. I think I would put Anderson or somebody with some size on him and try to front him, make him play outside. But then he dishes the ball off to Allhome, and I mean he's really a good player. So, but you got to get really defensive minded if you're going to get back into this. This is a big possession right here. I'm sure they got a set play coming. There's their back door. Great defense by Devers.
Mason. Anderson. Step. Well, no.
Missed another one.
And a foul on the putback attempt.
He missed quite a few layups. He's lost a little confidence in there. Steps through. Thinks he got fouled there. He got it fouled there, and he got it backed up. Great effort to keep going. He wants to know where the call's at.
This is the first.
He's had a tough night, and they need him down the stretch. They need him.
Now you could score at all 3 levels. First team all-conference last year.
I missed both.
Michael the rebound. Olathe East basketball.
You're going to probably see Olathe East use the clock a little bit, really be patient. And I'm sure they're going to find Devers. The ball's going to be in his hand.
And a foul against Olathe East. Fouls on Weichel.
Fouls on for 11, Hudson Weichel. Third personal, 13 foul.
So that's a third foul on Weichel away from the basketball.
That's big because they could have utilized the clock a little bit. They had an 8-point lead.
Anderson, guarded by Horsch. Anderson,
Got
lets
it.
it in.
He's got to get that busket's got to get him going a little bit. 3.5 to go.
Deaver, 6-point advantage, Olathe East.
They're switching off. Anderson's off of him.
Oh, tried the reverse layup.
He's leading the break, Anderson. He wants to take it himself.
The spin,
Got it.
and one.
Now he's getting going. Look at that crowd. He's an all-league player for a reason. Now he's got to carry his team. Follow through. Look at him lead the break. I think from here on out, he knew he was taking it himself. Reverse pull. Both guys got on him. Big, strong bucket. Now, he missed his last 2 free throws, Joe. He needs to knock this one home to make it a one-possession game.
Anderson, guy who can score at all 3 levels.
Got it.
Big free throw.
That's 5 points in the last minute and a half.
Into the game for the Falcons, number 4, Josiah Polony.
So a timeout as Anderson encouraging his team, really liking the play out of Anderson over the past couple minutes. And it seemed like Olathe South needed a little bit of a spark in Anderson. Their first team all-league players provided that.
Well, he's responsible for a 5-0 run. He's got all 5. He's finished at the rim in both of them. I think he's gaining confidence. Look at his body language a little bit. Coach Morrow's got to be talking about we got to defend right here. Coach Darce on the other end's got to be talking about you're winning, be patient, but don't stop looking at the rim. Stay aggressive. Mike will get you players, keep moving. He'll get you the ball. And then again, you're going to probably see Mike and even try to take the game over, take most of your shots. And he's your best free throw shooter.
And what an impressive game for him. And now Anderson's points are starting to go up. Starting to see the star players rise to the occasion, Coach.
Oh, absolutely. And you're going to probably see Corrales. They're going to probably try to penetrate and kick it out to Corrales down here a little bit. It'll be interesting who they're going to put on Devers to cover him, because Polonese just went back in. And when Polonese comes in, I think Coach Darce is running him down off a pick, and he's posting him up, and he's staying behind him. And Mike is just too good of a player to stay behind him.
So out of the timeout, it is Olathe East basketball. Olathe South coming out in a full court press.
They're 1-2-2. Guard in the middle.
Deaver has it as Olathe East calmly breaks the press. Porsche. Gooding.
Coaches over there, Coach Darce said set good picks. Olathe South, they need to stay down and move their feet and contain Devers.
Gooding. Gooding. Off the mark. Anderson.
They got numbers.
Polonese. Corrales.
Coach Morrow's calling the set play here a little bit.
Corrales. Mason for 3 to tie. Got it.
They've been here before, down 8. It didn't faze them. Now the pressure's back on East.
Tied at 63. Grace.
I thought Deaver on Anderson with his size. Got it.
Deaver, what a play, and the foul.
One dribble, put it on the floor, took him there. Big play. He isolated him a little bit. They faked. He didn't use the pick. Finish over Anderson.
Micah Deaver continues to make play after play after play in this game.
You're looking at an all-league play. You're looking at one of the best players of Kansas City, no doubt. He can really score it.
Doesn't get the free throw.
It's a big one.
So now Olathe South can either tie or take the lead.
There's the back cut. There's the pick.
Corrales for the lead. Got it!
Great set play by Coach Morrow. They ran a pick. They ran him through a stagger. They got the lead by 1. 1 minute to play. East down 1.
What a
You
game.
can't ask for anything better, Joe.
Deaver step back. Deaver answers.
The best players are rising to the top.
Polonese, it's a 2-point game. Polonese, oh, what a floater!
Floater.
Timeout, tie game. 32 seconds left. East is fired up, and
Wow.
what a shot.
That was a difficult shot. What's key right now is that Olathe South has 3 team fouls. They got 1 more to use, and Olathe East has 4, so the next foul will get shoot free throws. It could end up being a free throw shooting game. But right now, you know what East is going to do. They might take it all the way down, beat the press, put the ball in Michael Deaver's hands. If you're Olathe South, I imagine that here we go right here. Deaver's finishes there. I mean, back-to-back action. Great set play. They created a mismatch. O'Gorman, now this is a tough shot. Underhanded. Tied score, 32 seconds. We can't ask for anything else. In great environment.
That was going to be my question to you. Do you, if you're Olathe East, play for the final shot here?
Well, I think I would. They put it in his hands. You do have a team foul, Olathe South. You could trap a little bit. The press, they're back into a man. They're out of their press. And they got Anderson on Devers. Anderson's doing a good job of fronting him. Coach must have heard me say that. Here we go. We got the best defensive player against. They're going to trap him. They got the team foul. The freshman with the ball.
Devers for the win. No. The putback. Horse.
Did it count? It counted. It counted. Unbelievable. You got to be happy for Coach Garson and Olathe East program. What a win.
Let's take a look at that game-winning shot.
Let's look at it, check the clock. He shoots it. He shoots it at 3. 1.3, it counts it. Unbelievable. He's at the right place at the right time. They deserve to win. Olathe South showed all kinds of guts coming back. What a great game. What a great game.
Olathe East, an incredible victory. Olathe South had built a lead. Olathe East was able to climb back, take the lead, and then it was back and forth down the stretch. Star players rising to the occasion, and then it is Ryan Horsch, the senior. Let's go over to Dion, who's with Ryan Horsch, the game winner.
Here with Ryan Horsch. You see that ball go? Did you just try to, is that just a pure reaction play?
I mean, Carter saying everyone crash. That's all I could think to do. They got really lucky. Came right to me. Put it up.
How crazy was this game? You guys were down a couple different times. You had a big lead. They came back. Is this one of the most emotional games you've ever been a part of?
Yeah, from the beginning of the week, it's been a game of like, it's been hyped up a lot. So it's been a game of runs.
I think we're done.
Horsch getting a little water bat, little celebration from Micah Deaver. What an absolute play. Let's take one more look at this, Coach.
Oh, my. It landed in his hands. It reminded you a little bit of Houston the year that the air ball, and they put it back in with Jimmy Valvano with North Carolina State, putting it back in. It just lands in his hand. He had time. 1.3, it goes in. What a game. What a game. Shot after shot after shot. Big-time players made big-time plays.
We'll be back to wrap things up. 70-68 is the final score. Back here at Olathe East as Olathe East defeats Olathe South 70-68 on a buzzer beater from Ryan Horsch. Hawk Nation is celebrating on the floor. Coach, what'd you think about this one?
Well, you can't find a better atmosphere, a better game in high school. This is what high school sports is all about. One of the biggest wins Olathe East in years, defeating a rival, defeating a top 10 team. Hats off to Coach Stars, the Olathe East team. They could have died. And then how about Olathe South? Down 8 with 3 minutes to go and taking the lead. So both teams, you hate to see somebody lose in a game like this, but what an environment.
What an outstanding game. Olathe East with the 70-68 victory. Our big thanks to athletic directors Dr. Mike Wolgast and Philip Simmons, head coaches Dan Morrow and Ryan Darst. Also big thanks to Tim Cornell, our director, producer, and our outstanding crew. This is Good Night. Next week, Oak Park and North Kansas City at 6:30 and 8. We will sign off for tonight here on the Hy-Vee and Pepsi Game of the Week on Spectrum News. Have a great night, everybody.